welcome everybody to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Russell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Austin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Russell. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Russell. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw on 3rd down, Russell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Second and 8 coming up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Russell. And he's got his man on the out route. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. So the Broncos coming out now. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here we go, sack. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Get the way.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Russell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Russell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down. Russell. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Russell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Russell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Russell. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football and at least...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Russell. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back to throw. Russell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 18 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensive. And he can't find a receiver. Losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll get this down to the 10.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.